Hi everybody, I'm Daniel. Just wanted to, do a quick video here, talking about some of the stuff that I got recently. Now, I was getting into this leather working stuff because I've got a specific type of pistol with a specific type of light, and most companies, they don't make a holster for my pistol with my light. It's either my pistol with no light or my pistol with, some other light. Now, I could have gotten that other light, but I didn't want to because the light that I got on my pistol is 1/3 the price. I mean, I spent $150 on this light, and it's 1/3 the price of the model that they want me to get, so that my pistol, has a light. Now, I didn't want to do that. It's like, I don't want to burn money. Besides, this light's brighter, lasts longer, and so on. Okay. There's my light. Great light, great gun. This is the Canic. Now, I took a couple days to make this. It's leather. Got the red suede. I like that contrasting color tone there. Took me a couple days to make this. That's retention. It fits. It works. It's nice. Took me a couple days to make this. My next thing is to make one of these, but out of leather, because I like to carry extra rounds. Yes, this does work, but yeah, I had this on. I jog into the car. One of my mags flew out. I mean, look how far down they go. And inside, they do have the little grip in there, but it's just not enough. It's just not enough. Now, I've been doing the leather working thing and stuff for a bit. I've got leather. I mean, got let's see, black, brown, my red suede. Well, this is I think 5 or 6 ounce leather. Really good stuff. I got this on Amazon. Now I lopped off a huge chunk to make that holster, and I had another set. I think it's under here somewhere. Yeah, I've got another holster being made as well. Now, I got that on Amazon. I got the suede from Tandy Leather. Right now, Tandy Leather has it on sale. I think it's $20 for 6 to 7 square feet, or 7 to 10 square feet, or something like that. I mean, it's big pieces. Let's see. Now, there are blemishes and stuff, and a couple of them have holes in them. Let's see. But I can deal with that. I mean, this thing is massive. It is a massive piece of suede. I'm going to be doing another holster, my mag holsters. I'm going to do 2 purses for a friend of mine. Now, another item that I got. I love this thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's cheap. That's what it's called. Master Airbrush. That's the model number. Got this on Amazon. It is a kit. It is a kit. Now, I was reading some of the reviews, and people were like, "Oh, but it didn't come with the sprayer. I'm so mad. I sent it back." Okay. First off, you're an idiot. Here's your little spring holder. Air hose. This is for your power supply. This is it. This is your compressor. This little tiny thing is your compressor. On, off. Now, on and off, you'd think, well, it's got constant pressure then. It's just a bike pump. No. I was surprised because this right here, it senses when I push the button on the sprayer. And then it turns on. You know, you lightly press and it starts flowing, and then you press down a little bit further and it starts spraying more. And then you just rock it back slightly and it starts to spray the paint. Now people were saying, but I didn't get the sprayer. I didn't get it. It wasn't in the pack. That's where the air thing is. Empty box. Yeah, it's on the bottom. I mean, it doesn't feel like anything's there because it just feels like styrofoam. But there it is. There it is. This thing works great. I've got an entire sheet of my thick leather. This is 10-ounce leather, real thick stuff. That's one thimble of leather dye. One thimble of leather dye in my sprayer. And that's how much it covered. And I still had like a few drops left in that really like took a long time to clear out. But also got this on Amazon. I lopped out a piece here for testing. But this is real thick leather. I mean, that's thick. But I mean, this stuff isn't the best. I like the other stuff that I got better. But to each their own. I work with the lighter leather because I have the suede backing and it makes the leather thicker. As I got so much stuff going on here. Like, you see how thick that is? Yeah. That's 2 layers of my leather plus the 2 layers of suede because it's folded over. This is the taco holster. And then I added on this strap back here and then this strap here. Now, you're wondering, how do I keep it together? How do I keep it together? What do the rivets do? These rivets are called Chicago screws. Now, it's a post with a head and then there's a screw. You screw the screw into the post. Works great. So you got a flat back and then there's your head. How do I keep it together if the screws are just there, you know, for support? The magic of barge. I literally barge. This can, the red can. This right here, you get it on Amazon. It's like 20-something bucks. But hey, this stuff lasts. And there's a couple of people saying, well, you can't sew through that. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can hand sew through this shit. Literally, I take my taps for my leather, tap it through, and then I hand stitch. Because you can sew through this because all it is like a rubber cement. You coat one surface, you coat the other surface, let it sit for 5-10 minutes, then put them together, and then roll it. You just roll the 2 surfaces, get all the air bubbles out, and it will never come apart. It will never come apart at all. I had 2 test pieces that I had together. Literally, the leather ripped before the glue. The glue still holds, and that's ridiculous. I barely used any of this. I mean, it's full. Now, when I put that on, yes, there is a brush that's attached to the head, but every now and then I'll use one of these, dip it in. That way I get a wider coat and I can actually smooth it out better with this. Or acid glue. 144 pieces. Now you're thinking, well, that's a lot. You're not going to use that many. This pack This pack costs the same amount as 4 or 5 brush pack. Yes, they are cheap. Yes, you know, you're gonna get a couple hairs that come off, but you see how they're pinched? Take a vice grips, crimp it down even more, it won't happen. Plus, if you're working with glue and you're gluing the entire surface, I mean, this is for glue. This is for glue and, you know, smoothing out, you know, in the middle of something. This isn't for delicate outside work where people are going to see it. This isn't for paint your damn house. I mean, you might want to because it's such a good deal, but it's not. That's not what it's for. Use it for what it's for. Now, I've got this other glue. Now this, it says Leathercraft cement, but it's Elmer's glue. It's Elmer's glue. No shit. It is fucking Elmer's glue. It is Elmer's glue. Elmer's glue. It does work though. It does work if you're only using like small parts and pieces. Like this pouch I made. I made this pouch the other day because I was bored out of my fucking mind. Hand sewn, hand punched each and every one of these. It's just a little pouch. I got bored, wanted to see what I could do. Hand stitched everything here and here. And I used actual, you know, leather working stitching, and you know, I edge coat. I edge coat everything because it's just what I do. Now, when I'm doing my spraying and everything with a sprayer, I actually dilute. And when I dilute, I use these little bad boys. Yeah. I got this huge box. I mean, huge box of these guys. There's a ton of them in there. Got it for cheap. I dilute with. Fuck you. But I dilute. See, that's purple in there. This stuff is a little goes a long way. I mean, this dye goes forever. When I dilute, I use actual, let's see, there it is, dye reducer. 1-to-1 or 2-to-1. What you do is you know, take your vial. What I do is I use eyedroppers. These guys. Pipettes. 1-to-1. It has the mixture on it. Don't cross-contaminate. This entire bag, this entire thing, cost me like $7. Cost me like $7, and there's 200 pieces in here. And what I do is, you know, 1 pipette of dye, drop it in. Do another pipette of the reducer, drop it in, and I test on different surfaces of the leather, you know, and go by grades. And then I know, okay, I need this much reducer for this much ink, and then I reduce it. Works great. I love it. I've got green, my edge coat. Purple, love it, purple. Let's see, we got turquoise. Now, this stuff tricked the shit out of me. It tricked me good. Now, this is turquoise, and I have royal blue. See it? See the difference in the color here and the color here? Yeah, that really confused me because when I dyed two surfaces with this side by side, they looked identical. And it really started to piss me off because I can clearly see that this one is lighter than this one. Why is it the same darkness? After 2 days of sitting, the turquoise lightened up to an actual, like this actual color. And this one actually got darker. I mean, it's practically purple black, like a black purple. I was baffled. I'm still confused by it. Let's see. Yeah, I've got my black dye. I've got my red dye. This stuff is really dark too. It's blood red. It is blood red. Yeah. This is not. It's not just a fuck around thing. This is an actual way to measure. Because this is the leather that I use, the thickness of the leather I use. What I did was I cut a strip out. I can actually, wrap it around a project, know how much leather I need for my project, and I can actually cut that out of, my actual leather. Always make one of these. It's key. It's key. Let's see. This is one of those nylon or whatever mallets. I wish I would have gotten the actual, mallet, but this one works. It's not the best, but it was what I was going with. It's what I was affording. You got to remember, I'm paying for this shit all on my own. I do this all on my own. I have my day job. I have an actual job. I work 84 hours a week. No lie, 84 hours a week. Like, I bust my ass all day, every day. It's exhausting. I do this shit in my downtime. Another thing, one of these. I'm getting all this stuff on Amazon. This is all Amazon stuff. And I've already talked with a couple holster makers, and they actually like my holster design. And they actually wanted to know more about it. Like, they were questioning, okay, how does this do? How did you get this to do? I might have struck something because this holster design works with like 900 different guns. But I made it for mine. Go figure. Now, it is sharp because it's for leather. But you can take off this, and look at that. That is a wicked bite there. But use this for getting my points. Getting my points. It is not like a regular protractor from your grade school. This is for leather. It's extremely sharp. For marking your places, you just have to press a little bit at an angle like this. Press at an angle like this, and then just give it a quick little poke, and you're good. Everything's set. You have a center punch, too. When that happens, you have your center punch. Let's see. It's called an overstitcher or whatever. It's fucking useless. It is a spur. It is a spur. You're supposed to, punch your holes for your stitching, and then, you stitch, and then you roll this, and then it sets your stitches or whatever. It does nothing. It is fucking useless. You want that roller that I have, that red roller, just use that, roll over your stitches, boom. They're flat, they're even, they're nice, they look great. Fuck this thing. Yeah. Use this. Just roll over your stitches. Flattens them out, they look great, don't have to worry. Now I'm using this for these are punches, they're half rounds. They're freaking sharp and they're cheap. I mean, these things, Amazon, super cheap, but they're sharp as hell, and they go through leather real nice. So you got 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we got 7 7 of them in here. And, you know, it goes from this huge freaking one. I mean, that's huge. But good for belts, good for straps. I'm going to be doing, like, you know, intricate end pieces for a purse. So, it's good. Okay, this is basically the same thing as that other thing. It's fucking useless. I fucking don't use it. This is a 2-piece set. There's also a bar that comes out, and then there's the little groover. It's for when you stitch, so your stitch falls into the groove and then it's out of the way and it's not there. But this here, this is your edging. It bevels the edge on your leather, and so instead of a leather like this, it's like this. That way when you, yeah. But I didn't use that. You know why I didn't use that? Because I got fucking Dremel with sanding wheels on it. Sand that edge down, I can actually curve it nicely. I get a full round on it, and then I can actually buff it. I've got the buffing wheels and everything. I mean, get the whole damn kit. The whole kit. Then these guys from Amazon. You know, you get your leather in there and you buff it. Always go in one direction though. One direction, because okay, you got, imagine your hair. You comb it one way, and your hair lays that way nicely. The moment you go back around it, and you look like a retard. Trust me, I know, that's why I'm wearing a fucking hat in the house. But Dremel tool, Dremel pieces. It all works. Now I got this little thing of needles here. These, I got a whole bunch of them. I got needles falling out my ass here. Let's see. Yeah, 2 bags, 2 of these. Yeah. So these came with the kit. I got a whole box kit thing from Amazon. It was cheap. It comes with like almost all the shit that I need, but I needed more because you can't just start with a base thing. But I got these because they're all the same size and they're all the needles that I use. Super sharp, but they are also narrow. Now all these ones here, the ass end flares out and it's hard to stitch through one size hole when the ass flares out. I mean, it's like trying to push a funnel through a freaking golf tee. It just doesn't work. It doesn't go anywhere. These guys. This isn't the package that came in. I just have it in the package because it's easier to keep them together and they're fucking sharp as hell. These are sewing awls. I mean, they are sharp. I use these. You know, I punch a set, pull the punch out. I stick one through the corner, and then I go and work my way down. That way I keep it in line. And once I get far enough down, I put another one in. And then I keep punching. That way everything is always square. And then when I'm hand stitching on the horse, see this? This is a stitching horse. You mount this to here, you stick this under your ass, or you can just mount this to a damn table and you're good. What you do is pop this open, stick your leather in, clamp it shut, and then you have your leather, like you're stitching right even with this. That way you can do your stitching. Works great. I've got a whole tub of needles and all kinds of stuff. I got my punches. Here is my stitching punch. You can see how they're forked. I got single hole, double hole, 4 hole, and 6 hole. It makes it so much easier. You know, wham, boom. You got 6 holes punched, and you don't have to sit there and try and work it through. That's the swivel knife. I still haven't used it. I mean, I don't want to sit there and draw designs yet because, you know, I'm still working, you know, start off shit. Let's see. These are like my Dremel tools, but I got a 3-pack of these, and yeah, they work for smaller, you know, things. You know, if you just want to do a quick fix up or touch up or whatever, they work, but they're fucking useless. I got endless supplies of this. I mean, it's really good string or yarn or whatever you want to call it, but show you the name right there. It's Simpzia, Simpzia. It is waxed thread. What you do is you thread it through the needle, and then you take the needle and you know, kind of rub the thread so it flattens out. Do it about 1.5 inches, 2 inches down, and then you push the needle through the thread, and then you give it a tug so that it's actually looped through itself. That way, when you have a needle on one end and a needle on the other end, you can saddle stitch. Saddle stitching, I shit you not, this stuff, it does not come apart. That is a saddle stitch. That is a saddle stitch. I mean, it literally, this stuff here, it will not tug apart. It doesn't come apart. It is one of the strongest stitches that I know. I mean, all of this shit, all of this, everything, including the sprayer and the Dremel and all the tools, I'm looking at $400 in that, and then you go with the leather. I've got another 100, so I'm looking at about $500 in all of this. And in the end, I've got a holster that rivals, you know, the $150 to $250 holsters. I've got enough leather and supplies to make another 2 or 3 holsters and like 4 purses. I've got enough to do that, and then, you know, sell all that stuff. Boom, I'm already making money. Then all I'm on to is, you know, buying more leather and making more. And I know you can probably hear the fucking dogs in the background because they're pricks. But all of this, I mean, I've got punches and everything. See, oh yeah. This right here, this is the El Cheapo, you know, butterfly, the little design stamps that they give you in the kit. I mean, haven't used them yet. I might not. I don't know. I might just use one as like my little logo. You know, that way everybody knows, hey, it was made by me. But I got some of these design things. This one is a 12-pack. This one is the stainless steel Celtic design. Now, when I'm doing my leather work, I wanted so badly to use one of these, and it says that, oh, it just wipes off the leather, it just wipes off. It doesn't. It is a lie. It is a lie. And I bought the refill pack too, because everybody's sitting great reviews on it. Great reviews on this. It doesn't fucking come off. Stuff is damn near permanent. I mean, I had to sit there and scrub the leather, and I had to get it wet, and I had to use a little brush to get it off. I used a little bit of soap too, but you know, that was airbrush soap. Now, when I'm waterproofing, I'll use this for something that I want a glossy coat on. You can reduce this too to make it a little bit thinner, but it's easy. Just coat it and coat it really good, and then wipe it clean. But this stuff works for like boots, leather cream. Seeing as they're getting rowdy, I'm gonna call this because I'm already at half an hour. You guys get the gist of it. I spent a lot of money. I burned a lot of time, but we'll call it. See y'all later. I'm gonna upload this and then I'm gonna get to work on something.